Man, what's good with you, man? This is Algernon Hall, aka the Dream Catcher, your dream coach, man. You know what I'm about to say, man. I'm absolutely ecstatic. Why? Because it's episode 21, man. We're continuing on this journey, this unstoppable train to pursue, to awaken our dreams. And last week, there was something significant, a golden moment, a pivotal moment in my life that happened. You know, I was on assignment, and just to share with you, over the last month or so, you know, I started to reshape my dream board. Most of us call them vision boards. I started to reshape that dream board, and one of the things that I put on that dream board was I wanted to become one of the top motivational speakers in the world. And you know, if you're going to be a top motivational speaker in the world, you got to travel nationally and internationally. And within a month's time, after putting it on the board for me to see it, after speaking it, after believing on it, praying on it, meditating on it, in a month's time, it manifested. My first national speaking engagement. You saw it last week, episode 20. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Can you believe it? I couldn't believe it. And as I got off that plane, I'm walking through the airport, and I'm just thanking God. I'm excited. I'm full of gratefulness, and I'm looking around in these souvenir shops, and all I see is dream catchers hanging from these souvenir shops. And I'm like in awe. I'm like, this is so symbolic to what's happening in my life. The dream catcher, Al Hall, the dream catcher, the dream series. And I'm looking at this like this is my first national speaking engagement. The second component was that when I got into this beautiful environment in New Mexico, it was so peaceful and it was so serene. I'm walking out and it's these beautiful mountains that I see in front of me. And as I started to pray, as I started to meditate, and as I started to journal, I just started reflecting on my life. I started reflecting not only on my life, but just about life in general. And a thought popped up into my heart and into my mind. And what it is that 10% of life is what happens to us, but the other 90 is how we react to it. So this is just an encouragement to you as a person, whatever it is that you're pursuing in life, whatever it is that you're aspiring to be, that dream that you are desiring to awaken, I encourage you today to focus and believe that your 90 is greater than your 10. Your 90 is greater than your 10. What do you mean by that, dream catcher? What do you mean about that, Al? Because what I mean by that is most of us, we focus on what happened to us in our life, and we stay stuck into that rearview mirror, rehearsing our pains, rehearsing the disappointments, the pains that we had in our life, the failures. We rehearse that over and over again. And what's happening is we're reacting to that. We're being depressed. We're giving up. We're writing ourselves out. We're increasing our fear. We're increasing and feeding our doubt. Where we're reacting to those things in the wrong way. And it's the same thing with the good. I mean, there's plenty of people that had good things happen to them, blessings. And take, for example, a college athlete that goes and has a tremendous college career. They end up getting drafted to go to the next level to play for professional sports. They're blessed and fortunate enough to land a multi-million-dollar contract. I don't know, 60, 70, $80 million. And you look up 5 years later and this athlete is bankrupt. Your 90 is greater than your 10. How you react to a situation, whether good or bad, determines the trajectory of your life. How you react to different things determines the energy that you put out, that you create in your atmosphere, that you create in your home, that you create in your relationship, that you create on your job, in your business. Your 90, I encourage you, is greater than your 10. So stop rehearsing what happened. You experience a little success, be focused on growing even more. Be focused on being even more successful. Don't be complacent, content with where you are. You get a little bit of success, don't start to change and start alienating people and start shutting down and just changing. If you experience some adversity, don't go to the bottle. Don't go to drugs. Don't start to fill voids. Focus on the 90, your positive energy. There's many of us that I'm going through some stuff right now. You see me on these videos. You see me doing Jubilee Children's Entertainment. Some of you follow me on Instagram. Some of you follow me on Facebook. And I hear it. I mean, you guys are sending messages. You doing your thing. But do you know the amount of adversity that I'm going through right now? It's the 90%. I'm no different than you. You're no different than me. It's the 90%. Yes, things are going to happen. Life is difficult. And it's even more difficult because we've taken an oath, a commitment to pursue our dreams. So it makes it that much more difficult. But you're 90, what you put into it. You have a choice. You got free will of the energy that you put into every situation. You can't climb your mountain, your own personal mountain. You can't climb the mountain. You can't get to the top if you stop. You go back, you're not going to make it. If you give up, you're not going to make it. So you got to stand. I encourage you today to stand. Stand and inject positivity into every situation. Your 90 is greater than your 10. So I just encourage you today, as simple as that. Because life is difficult. Life is hard. But you can do this. There's many of us before us that have done it, and it's our time to do it. And stay tuned, man, for the next episode of Dream Series. I thank you so much for tuning in for episode 21. We're continuing on this unstoppable journey, on this train, this locomotive to awaken our dreams. I'm telling you, we're going to change the world. I'll see you next week.
Find table spaces, say your social graces, bow your